Everyone says dropshipping is dead, so I'm risking it all to prove them wrong. I have 7 days to take a brand new store to $5,000 profit, but here's the catch. I'm not even choosing the product. So I put 10 random products on a spin wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's what I have to sell. If I fail, I waste hundreds on ads, but if I succeed, we prove this business is skill and not luck. So let's spin the wheel. Okay, here goes nothing. For today's video, we are going to kick it off and start selling the Rotundus oil, it looks like. Okay, the Rotundus oil. So I've already went ahead. I put all the spin wheel products on a Google sheet just so we can have the competitors, ads, suppliers all in one spot. So here is our Rotundus oil. And the first step to branding out a product is just doing some market research to see what the F this product even is. So let's check the photos. This is our Rotundus oil, and it is a hair removal formula. Hydrates the skin, gentle on the skin. Here's a before and after. Okay, so this product essentially helps remove your hair, leaves your skin silky, smooth, soft. I think we can advertise that. But what's important to note, this product is random, like I haven't seen it before. But the good news is we have some data from the past 30 days. This product in the last month has generated over $200,000 and has sold over 7,000 units. So while this product is a bit unique, we do have some proof of concept here that leads me to believe this product could be a potential winner. Next up, we are going to build a Shopify store using my free AI store builder. So I'll have the link to this one in the description below if you want to get started, but let's get our free store built. So we'll enter our name in, email, and we'll create a password as well. Sign up. So it'll have you pick a niche here, and I'm just gonna pick I'm not sure because we are using a spin wheel for today's video. Next, it'll have you pick some images. These do not matter at all, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But the perk of this AI store builder is that it will create you a branded store that already has the essential pages, already has the essential policies. It's built on a $50 theme, so you get a ton of value up front, where in the past, you would have had to hire a developer and spend weeks to hundreds of dollars to get a store like this built. But now you can do all that with just a few clicks of your button. We're signing up for our $1 trial. Shout out to Shopify for the $1 trial, because this is huge value and it's no excuse for you to be watching from the sidelines where anyone can get started with just a few bucks. Okay, so we are inside of the Shopify dashboard, but there's a few more quick steps from the AI store builder, and I want to run through these so you guys can avoid some confusion later on. Okay, we're almost done. We just need to install the Build Your Store app. This is how it actually customizes the theme for us. So we're going to get this installed. There is a $97 upsell with the AI store builder, but you can choose the free beginner store. Don't think you guys need to pay more here. This is the free AI store builder. I get some questions asked on this from time to time, so you can go with the free plan and continue with the setup. With that said, we can click the customize my store button and we are on track. The next step is to then find a supplier for our product, the Rotundus oil, and then we can begin to brand out the store and launch our ads. And with the AI store builder, you will install AutoDS, the supplier, in the process. So literally just register for AutoDS and it is as easy as. Okay, so our AutoDS account is created and the app's installed on our store. So the next thing is to find your product listing on AliExpress. So let's just type in Rotundus oil on AliExpress and we can find the exact product literally right here. Where this one, it shows $1, but that is clickbait. It is a welcome deal. So welcome deal only applies to one order, where the real cost of goods here are $10.31. So once you find the AliExpress listing for your product, what you want to do is copy that link. And then in AutoDS, you want to come to this plus here and add a single product. And then we can paste in our AliExpress link right here and publish this product to our store. And we can see our product is importing here. So the way this works is you import the AliExpress link into AutoDS. And the perk of this is that they get you lower cost of goods and faster shipping time. That way you're not taking a month to ship this product out from China and it arrives to the customer's house much faster. Okay, so the product is complete. It's added to our shop. And now if I come to our sell item ID, we can pull up the product page. Oh, we got a password. Remove our password. Now we can view our product page, but the issue, this store is not branded at all. We still need to get a domain. We need to customize the product page, and we need to appear like a proper brand before we even launch ads. And right now, this store is cheeks. And before we customize the store, if you want to take advantage of my AI store builder, I will have the link to that in the description below. And I'll also have a separate link in case you already have a store, but you need to install AutoDS. So both of those links are down in the description below. Get your store built, get a supplier on your store, and then you can move forward with the branding. So here's our product. And the first thing I want to do is clean up this product name because it is quite long. It's still the AliExpress name. And for this product, I literally think we can just call it the Cypress Rotundus Oil, and that'll be good on its own. Like, I have never heard of this product before. It already sounds pretty unique, and it's a lot more branded than this whole AliExpress URL. So we're gonna do that for our title. And for these product images, again, we need to update these. I normally go through this part a little quick, but today I'll show you guys exactly how I'm getting my photos for testing products. So first, we're gonna search the product up everywhere we can. So here's the Amazon listings. We have one competitor here. We have another competitor here. Next, we search the product up on Google, and I recommend you come to the shopping tab, and right away, boom, here is another competitor. And a quick scroll, I don't see anyone else. Lastly, then you can search your product over on a spy tool, something like Winning Hunter. And right here, we can see 3 different competitors also selling this product. So for all 3 of these, we will click shop now and look at their websites too. And now we have 2 Amazon listings. We have 1 competitor from Google, and then we have 3 more competitors that we found from Winning Hunter. So I'm gonna compile the best images, and then we can take our best images and upload those into Shopify. So these are processing. Okay, these are looking pretty good, but notice this first main product photo, it kind of sucks. It's a little boring with a white background, and we can easily brand this out using an AI tool. So for AI images, always use Google Gemini going forward. If you come to tools, they recently added Nano Banana, which blows ChatGPT out of the water. So here's our prompt. I told it our product name. I told it we need a main product showcase image. And then I uploaded 2 other reference images so they can see the color palette that we're using for the rest of our photos. Now, Google Gemini, I'm telling you, is way faster, and it produces much higher quality images than what ChatGPT is currently capable of. Okay, so I want the product close up on a platform. The background color should be similar to the 2 other example photos, and we just want very similar to the white background one, but instead of a white background, we want it on like a platform with like a more yellowish custom background behind it. And then whatever maybe small subtle design elements you can do to give it a little more pop, but we don't need any text in here at all, more of just a product showcase image. And wow, oh crap, look at that. Look at that product image, that's fire. Wow, look at that. That's almost good enough. Hold up, I got one small tweak. Can you recreate this exact image, but add in the box as well? So have the product, but also have the box on the platform too, and then we'll be cooking. This is straight fire. Okay, it's almost done, but it seems like it's messing up the packaging a little bit. So no worries, we're just gonna go with this original image here because it kicks a ton of ass. Like it looks pretty good. Okay, so we got our new product image updated. This looks like just a lot more branded. It looks quality. Next then, I wanna price the product accordingly. So we have 3 versions, a 1-piece, a 3-piece, a 2-piece, but we're gonna be using a bundling app. That way we can have a little more control over it. We're gonna remove those extra variants because again, we'll use a bundler. And now we can just delete this as well. And now every purchase is just gonna be the 1 quantity here. Now, AutoDS is still quoting us for the product. Sometimes it can take 1 to 3 days for them to get you a new price and shipping estimate. So with that in mind, we're gonna go with the 1051 from AliExpress is the placeholder for now. So cost of goods, $10. And for the selling price, we're gonna do one of my favorite offers, just $29.95, but we're gonna charge $5 shipping, and then we'll give them free shipping if they buy 2 or more. And we'll have this be like 40% off. I think 40 bucks is about 40% off there. So this is the current product page. The images look a lot better, but like the branding, the text, the spacing, all kind of suck. So we're going to customize that in just a moment. But first, I'm going to go through all of my store settings here. I'm going to buy a domain, set up my payments. I'm going to set up the policies on my store and just do a bunch of admin work. So you're probably watching me do that times 100 speed right now. But once that is done, we can go customize the actual theme and launch our ads. So next up, let's customize our Shopify theme. If you've never used the theme customizer before, this thing is going to take you months to fully learn it because there are so many settings. But with that in mind, I'm going to try and simplify it as much as I can today. For the homepage, screw the homepage. We are going to delete everything except for a contact form and a featured collection. So this is it for the homepage, keeping it extremely simple. But next, we need to fix some of this spacing. We got to update the fonts, maybe the colors. So let me do that. Okay, so we just did some small tweaks to the fonts and I cleaned up the spacing a little bit. But next, I want to focus on the description. So we're going to keep things simple today and we are going to add a product description block at the bottom. And I'm going to have ChatGPT generate all the text here. So we just pasted this into ChatGPT, but I essentially put all of the text I'll need for the description and it's just going to spit that out for me. So now all we have to do is copy paste this over. So here's our 3 emoji benefits. We're going to copy these and then we come to emoji benefits and we literally just paste them in there. And we're going to update this with some sparkles there. Easy. Next, we have these 3 reviews then. So here's the reviews block. I'm gonna update these. So the 3 reviews are now added. Here's the rest of our description here. So we pulled up the product page and we're just gonna paste that text in here. Now a few things, we're gonna center this top part. And I went through a ton of prompts to try and get the perfect image, but understand I was having a hard time. Like here, there's an invisible dropper in her hand if you look in the background. So I made another image, but it added a dropper in the air. And then this image was missing the dropper altogether, which is still pretty decent. Some of them made her legs look like straight honey, like this was crazy. But eventually we got to this image here and this was good enough. And is this image perfect? No, but sometimes you don't need to be a perfectionist. You would be surprised. There's a lot of customers who don't even look at the description. They just purchase right when they land on the page. So we're gonna add one final section in our description, a little update. We're currently going viral on social media. Our stock is limited. We highly recommend purchasing now before we sell out. Little added scarcity, and then we're gonna put another image between these 2. So this was another image we had AI generate. It has the product in the background, has someone putting it on their face. Again, it's not the most perfect image, but it serves its purpose and it does its job. So there's the description here. We can save this. So here's our page. I'll show you it from the mobile view because this is where most customers will be coming from. But it looks pretty good for a very bare bones store, something we just put together within the past hour. This looks good. Like this is all you need to start testing. The last thing I want to do though, before we launch ads, is I want to get some reviews added to the shop because we have these review stars, but we're missing the actual reviews on the bottom. So we're going to get Luke's reviews installed. I'm going to go with the beginner plan for $12. And now with Luke's installed, if I click our reviews up top, it auto scrolls to the bottom. And now we have some reviews added to the store for a little social proof. But from the customer perspective, this store is looking clean and we are now ready to actually go launch some TikTok ads. And now it is time to launch our TikTok ads to hopefully get some sales on the store. So we're gonna create this campaign and I'm planning the ABO bump method. If you've seen some other videos, you guys know what I'm talking about. Targeting Canada, USA, and for the daily budget, we're going to be spending $50 for today, actually. So today's day 1 of the challenge officially. So we're just going to have the ads go live immediately. It's like 11 in the morning, so they should be able to spend all day. And then I'll check in this evening with hopefully some good news here. Now we need to get some ad creatives. So for the ad creatives, I'm going to take the lazy route today. I'm just going to look at what videos are trending on TikTok and I'm going to consider repurposing some of the most viral ones. Like these are getting 500,000 views, but also you can even change the publishing date and look for some newer videos that still look like a winning ad, but are maybe a little less untapped. Okay, we got our 3 videos downloaded and we just found some non-branded ones from Calodata and we're gonna run those for our ads. So let's get these uploaded. all 3 of our ads are uploaded. So let's get this campaign published, and this is where the fun begins. Reminder, we have a $50 budget. And inside of here, we have our 3 ad creatives. So these will get approved in just a moment. I'm gonna let them spend all day. I hope we get some good metrics, but if it comes down to it, we may need to hit the spin wheel again and get a whole new product altogether. So it has been a few hours since we last checked in, and right now we are up to a whopping $0 in orders. Not the best start. In checking out our ads, let me explain what happened, because these ads simply suck. That's the best way to put it. So we got 0 purchases in return. We have 1 add to cart, that is all. But more importantly, our cost per click is garbage. So on average, I like to see my cost per click less than $1. At most, maybe $1.50, but here my cost per click is $3 on this ad, $4 on this ad, and $5 on this ad. So we simply aren't getting enough traffic on our website. So today alone, we are down $22 because we have spent that on ads and we have no sales back. However, that doesn't mean the product is a loser. That just means the 3 ads we tested weren't performing well. So for tomorrow, I'm not gonna give up on this product entirely. Instead, we're gonna disable these 3 ad creatives since they were all just performing so garbage. And as a replacement, we're going to duplicate this ad group. Inside of here, we're gonna upload 3 new TikTok videos, and for these, I'm gonna download them from the TikTok search bar instead of Calo data, and we're gonna let these 3 ads start spending tomorrow at midnight. That way we can have the full 24-hour day to spend and validate these ad creatives. So day 1, we are not off to a good start, and depending on tomorrow, maybe we can scale, or maybe we are heading back to this spin wheel to get another product built out. And real quick, make sure you guys join my Discord community, the Ecom Mafia. Inside, we have a 50+ video course teaching you everything you need to know. On top of that, you get my pre-built theme, you get ChatGPT prompts, you get access to a community with over 30,000 other store owners. We send out weekly product drops, we host a weekly call, and a ton more value inside. So to take your education beyond YouTube with step-by-step guidance, click the link below to join my Discord, the Ecom Mafia, and I'll see you inside. So it's the next day, and I have some good news and bad news. The good news is we did get 1 order today for $29.90, but the bad news is the ads aren't looking so good. So here's our 1 purchase, and I know that sounds promising. However, when we look at our cost per click, we have a $5 cost per click on this ad creative. And reminder, you want a CPC less than $1, maybe $1.50 at most. So this purchase, although it is good, it seems like a lucky purchase for me. And even these other 2 ads, like a $3 CPC, a $2 CPC, the click intent is just not there with this product. Between both days, none of these ads have been getting us a lot of website visitors. So what we're going to do is we're going to disable these 3 ads and cut our losses early, because we're 2 days into this video and I want it to be exciting, and the ads for these products have just not been giving me the performance I want. And real quick, let's check both days combined. So yesterday plus today, and we are down $45. So not off to the best start. With that in mind though, it is time for another spin wheel. We are going to test the same exact product again. No, we're gonna remove it from the list. Let's go for another spin here. Come on. This time, we are going to test the, what is this? Is this the painless hair removal cream? And this is why we keep an organized list. That way we can find all the helpful data. Let's check this out. It is body hair removal cream. Okay, last month has made 165K, has sold over 12,000 units. And this video right here has 11 million views, which is absolutely crazy. So there is some demand for the product. So now we're gonna have to brand it out and get ads launched, hopefully within the next 60 minutes-ish. So we have the product importing via AutoDS. Let's brand this out real quick. What's a good product name for this? So we're going with the Eventura Hair Removal Cream. Guys, I just locked in and got this full product page, everything all built out. This probably took me a clean 30-45 minutes, but let me take you through the page. I'll show you it from the mobile view too, because all of our traffic is coming from TikTok. The product photos for this are just all right. They're nothing too crazy, but I am trying to go a little quick for this challenge, and I'm not trying to be too much of a perfectionist. We have the same exact offer. The description is following the same format as before. And then at the bottom, we also have some reviews imported. And notice how everything else on the product page was almost identical to the previous product. And that's because you don't want to be changing all these variables every single test. You want to keep the variables as minimal as possible, where the only thing I'm really changing is the product in this case. So the next step is to create a new campaign for the new product. Hair removal cream test. And we are going to schedule these ads for midnight tomorrow, just because it's already halfway through the day today and I don't want TikTok to blow through my whole budget. So same exact thing as last time. And for this product, I have 3 ads downloaded from an undisclosed source. The new ads are being scheduled as we speak. So here's the 3 ads for our hair removal cream. The main goal, just get a lower cost per click than this previous product and hopefully some profitable sales. With that in mind, I'm gonna let them spend and then I'll check back in with another update soon. So it has been 2 days since we last checked in. Yesterday was pretty good. We brought in 2 orders for $59.80. So I was thinking we found a winner, we were gonna scale up, but today we brought in a whopping 0 orders. So checking the ads, here we have both yesterday plus today. But to break this down pretty simple, we disabled this top ad here simply because the cost per click was way too high. Again, you want to see this under $1, maybe under $1.50. From there, we disabled this bottom ad because it had spent $22 and had 0 purchases in return, aka it was past our break-even point and wasn't looking profitable. And that leaves us with this middle ad here. It has spent $56 and it has 2 purchases back. So at first things are looking promising, but you realize our cost per purchase is $28 and this just is not profitable. So to give you perspective, we're selling 1 unit for $29.90. And through AliExpress, one of these is $9.60 to fulfill, which means our break-even point on this product is $20.30. So in other words, we need a cost per purchase less than $20 to be profitable, and this just is not it. So we are also going to disable this ad as well because we are 2 days into this product without some profits flowing. So for these last 2 days combined, we did bring in 2 orders for $59, but reminder, we have spent almost $100 on ads and we had to fulfill those orders. So we lost $49 with the second product of today's video. But ladies and gentlemen, that takes us back to the spin wheel where we are getting our 3rd product to test. And it looks like we are going to test, what is this? I don't even know what this is. So I think this is the probiotic whitening toothpaste. So it appears this is a special toothpaste for sensitive skin and people who want a white smile. Past month, nearly 200K generated with over 30,000 toothpaste bottles sold. So yeah, this is apparently a toothpaste that just gives you a super fresh smile. Pretty straightforward stuff here. So here's the product on AliExpress. 1 unit is $11.65 to ship out. So with that said, let's add it to AutoDS and brand out the store. So reminder, this is the same process. We're adding the product into AutoDS and we're gonna brand it out just like the others. Okay, the product is added. So same thing, we are gonna brand this product out, and I'm happy we have something that isn't hair loss related. Both of the previous 2 products were for removing hair, and I will say white teeth is a huge pain point, so I am gonna lock in, bang out a store, and I'll check right back in. And just like that, our page is all completed. Here we have our Mr. Smile whitening toothpaste, and I decided to change the branding a little bit. We're going with the pink and purple here to complement the product, but just like you have seen with our other 2 products, I am keeping the product description the exact same. We have reviews imported, and just like that, we are ready to go and schedule these ads for tomorrow. So let's create a new campaign, and it's literally the same thing. We're going for website sales, teeth, test, United States plus Canada, 18 plus, both genders. And we are going to set a $50 budget yet again, and we are gonna have these ads go live for midnight of tomorrow. And yet again, I have 3 more creatives for our product that I am repurposing from Callow data just so we can move a little bit quicker today. So here we have our 3 ad creatives uploaded, and we can click publish all. And here it is, our 3 ads, the third product, going live for midnight tomorrow with a $50 budget yet again. So we are on day number 4 of this challenge so far. We're 3 products in, and the goal is to at least get $5,000 net profit. So we are going to need a miracle if we plan to turn this challenge around. But with that said, I'm gonna let this product spend all day tomorrow, and we are gonna check back in tomorrow evening with a day 5 recap. So it's currently day 5, and we are up to 3 orders for $104.75. Checking out the ads, all 3 of our purchases actually came from this top video here, but more importantly, we are profitable at the campaign level. You can tell because our cost per complete payment is less than our break-even point. So today we are up to $19.78 net profit with 18% profit margins. So not the craziest metrics, but this is a decent start. So for tomorrow, we're gonna do the ABO bump method, where at midnight, we're gonna have the budget go from $50 to $100. Typically, I like to see 2 to 3 days of profits with some higher margins. However, since we are on a time crunch and we were profitable today, I'm gonna try and scale this product up as much as we can, and hopefully we will be profitable for tomorrow. So guys, it is the next day, day number 6, and the new budget has been pumping. So we're up to 7 orders for $264 for today alone. And checking out the ads, it's basically the same as yesterday, except we have spent close to $100. So we've spent $92 today. We have generated back 7 orders, but more importantly, our cost per complete payment is less than our break-even point, aka we are profitable. So today we have made $82.30 in net profit, and that's after running ads, after fulfilling orders, and after any transaction fees. And 31% margins is pretty damn good for any product you're selling. So the plan for tomorrow is epic because I want to end this challenge with a bang. We are first going to do another ABO bump, this time going from $100 to $250. And big disclaimer, normally I like to see 2 days of consistency before scaling like this, but I do want to give you guys some excitement today. So here is the first budget bump done for tomorrow. However, I am also going to create 2 copies of this ad group to go live for midnight. So that means we will have 3 identical ad groups, each with a $250 budget. So we will be spending $750 tomorrow on ads, assuming that we have some profits flowing in. So that is it for today, day number 6. I'm happy we have a product that is picking up some steam. And with that said, I will check in tomorrow evening with hopefully some good news. It's day 7, the final day, and we are wrapping things up with a bang. So we are currently up to, are you ready for this? 39 orders for 1.5K revenue for today alone. And checking out the ads, it's very similar to the previous days, except we have spent nearly $600 on ads for today, whereas the other days we had a $50 to $100 budget. And the only main difference for today is that we had the 3 campaigns all at a $250 budget, and these were just pumping profits for today. And speaking of profits, we ended up clearing $392 for today alone. And considering we just started this store 7 days ago, this is a pretty good start. Like, I'm sure a ton of your lives would change if you were making an extra $300, $400 each day. So next, I want to show you the profit loss from day 1, which was last Friday, all the way until now, which is Thursday. So in the past week, we got 52 orders. We generated $2,025 revenue after all expenses. So this is our ad spend, the cost to fulfill orders, and transaction fees. We are left with $424 on the store from the past 7 days. And that was with testing products that you guys uploaded from the spin wheel. So the reason I was able to turn these random products into profits is because I know what products actually sell. I know how to build branded stores that convert, and most importantly, I know how to scale the ads without burning money. And most beginners, they fail because they're trying to figure this out alone. They're picking the wrong products, their stores look sketchy, or they waste thousands on ads that don't work. And that's where my one-on-one mentorship comes in, because inside my program, I am literally there to help you pick out a winning product. I'm there to review your store and help you manage the ads daily. You're never guessing, you're never stuck, because you have someone there by your side guiding you step by step until you're profitable. So ask yourself, do you want to keep wasting months testing products alone, or do you want to shortcut straight to the results? So if you're serious, click the first link in the description below. That'll take you on over to a short application where you'll be able to schedule a call with my team to see if the program is a good fit or not. Because the odds are, if you're doing this journey solo, you're going to run into tons of roadblocks and waste thousands of dollars by testing things that were never going to work in the first place. So with a program like this, we can skip over all of that guesswork, because you will have someone there by your side who's already achieved what it is that you are trying to do. So to get started, click the link down below. And for those of you that made it to the end today, you clearly enjoyed, so make sure you subscribe. We post videos like this every single week. And on this screen now are 2 more videos you'll enjoy. Check them out, and I'll catch you there.